you're ready to party up with us right here. We hope that you are too. Riders are making their way out here right now. You thinking about it, thinking about how they can psych themselves up to do what they're about to do, risk their lives and you. Stretching it out right here, right now on the big Kawasaki. You can see him working those knees. And I've been through Yamaha, checking out the next point on the checklist, which is this. 1,700 pounds solid steel as a takeoff, covered with expanded metal to grab and on the tires of little dirt bikes and sit them there. Right now they're checking those bikes out to make sure that they're operational down here on the ground. Many of them, including that young lady, has learned her craft on a motocross track. But here you've got some of the best North America across a 75-foot gap, 30 feet above the Monster Energy compound. Here, getting the feel of the motorcycle where it does not belong. There, inside. But there's another point to that checklist that's going on right now. You can't see, but you can feel. See that little breeze that's caressing you as you do your little belly dance up there. That little breeze that's caressing you, pushing your hair around, kissing your cheek is 10 to 20 to 30 times stronger above the Monster Energy compound. You can see the flag to be sure that they can check that off of the checklist. But there is 1 point remaining in this checklist. One thing we need to check off, and they're trying to help you to do it. You hear that crack, crack, crack? They're talking to you when they do that. They want you to talk back to them because here at the Monster Energy compound of the Calgary Stampede, there is no giant trophy. There is no championship belt. There is no gold medal. The reason why these riders are about to take... Ladies and gentlemen, let me ask you this question. How many fans of freestyle motocross do we have in the house? Well, then allow me. He was trying to determine if he should play hockey or ride rodeo. Man who says you live what you love and lives that extreme athlete style beyond imagination. Takes a wingsuit within inches of cliffs. Takes a dirt bike cycle. Stands 6 feet 5 inches tall. And when he performs the tricks, he stretches them out, makes them look absolutely amazing. Checking out a Captain Morgan for you. I see that our next rider is as big a fan of Keith Sanders as you could possibly be. You know, we're all fans of this man. Boy, it goes back to the very beginning. Founding member of the Metal Militia. First Metal, Jeremy Twitch Stenberg. One rider who just seems so much different than all of these battle outlaws out here. You know, she loved dirt bikes from the time she was a little tiny person, but at 7 years old found that Honda 50 under the Christmas tree. She turned pro in motocross. It's almost like an X Games competition going on right here. Billy Cohut studying the ramp now, having the riders have that look around. They're checking that wheel one more time. But here we go, Cohut. Up on top, double grab to the backside, doing a handstand with his hand in the cutouts underneath the seat. That's beautifully done. Flip hanger as he hooked those feet under the front bars, brought those hands up high. Sayers now, lazy boy. As I said, this guy, when he pulls out those tricks, is absolutely astounding. Sideways in the air. First trick of freestyle motocross, the Whitman and turn down version from Jeremy. Look at this. In the breeze up there, the blonde ponytail flying in the sky. Making a huge move. Oh, Billy Cohut. That is a tsunami-style kiss of death. And there's one there with a helicopter on top. You saw him bring those legs to the Indy position in that same trick that Billy and Cody just performed. Sayers to the backside, I tell you, come from that. There's the Indy twist. You saw that super pan. She brought that into that Indy twist like that, across the front side of the pit. There's Cohut. Huge super fan as he brought it almost upside down. Upside down. There's Cody Matichuk in a heel clicker backflip. You know, back in the day, a heel clicker would have won a championship. Put it upside down, whole different deal right now. Slow motion, rotation right there. And that's an interesting point. And of course, across a gap of 140 feet. Many of these riders ride at a competition called Imagination. Vicky Goldberg, as she goes back to the backside on that looker led by a Kawasaki. That is Sayers in the front, Cohut and Matichuk. Three of them on the ramp. All on the backside on those grabs. Hitting that helicopter, that's a Canadian trick. I want you to know that. Those guys are hitting it out right there. Sayers, of course, sponsored by Parks Canada, where he is in Canada. Loves to be here at the Calgary Stampede. All right, Vicky and Jeremy coming at it now again. Both of them doing the win. Gotta love that when it's in unison, man. I mean, upside down right there. Both of them, at least all of them, getting that 1 foot off, as you saw there, are on the ramp at the same time. It's called a freestyle train, and I'm sure it won't take you much to figure out why it would be dangerous. But you know what? We're going to do it 3 times for you. Watch this. WTF. No, it's not what you're thinking. It means whip, trick, and flip. You got to keep your eye on there. They circle back around here now, and you can understand why. This is such a dangerous trick, but they're bound and determined to give it to you again. Here they go, the 4 of them now. Coffee Stampede and all of our friends right here like DJ Illo, Monster Energy Girls, and of course,